Well, our project is definitely starting to take shape. We have got our covers done. The last episode, we worked on, I'm moving it over into frame here. We worked on this section here. We've already done our ephemera holders. As you can see, I put a few in there. And today we're going to work on this back piece here. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and we are working on our vintage Circus Lapbook. So this is a big space here, and I've kind of planned out a bit of what I'm doing. So I'm got some coffee dyed paper that I'm going to use to cover the back side here. But you know me, I can't be plain and boring, so we're going to jazz this up. So this is my back plate, and I'm going to add some flips and flaps. So I'm just going to work off of this. We'll close this up here. And no, you did not miss the episodes about the junk journals. I've actually just put my pages in there to get a feel for how the book is going to close and stand up. Excuse me. So you didn't miss anything. I'm just planning. So this is the mat for the back cover. And I have, let's see here. So my back cover is 8, just shy, yeah, oh, sorry, there, not just shy, it is 8 3/4 by 8. Okay, so, and then what I've decided is I want to have a flap. So I did 8 3/4 by 8, score a 1/2 inch flap on the side, and we're just going to have this flip open this way. But I want this all to be hidden underneath here. So we're just going to run a bead of tape underneath this. Normally I would glue as well, but because this is going underneath the mat, excuse me, I'm not going to worry about it because it will be stuck down with some glue after the fact. So we're just going to line this one up. And it's early in the morning here, so I'm hoping I can get this all lined up nicely for a change. I think I did, and I did not. Yeah. That's not good. Come on. Yeah, off to a great start this morning. There we go. All right. Peel that back up. I'm just going to go this far. Run some more tape down. Thought I'd be cheeky this morning and do it that way, and obviously that is not the way to go. All right. Let's pull this back to where it's supposed to be. There we go. All right, now it's lined up. So we're going to have a flip this way, and I've decided I want another flip this way. But because, let's see, if I open it up, if I do it to the back, it's got to stay very flat, which I haven't decided what I'm doing there. So maybe what I'm going to do is stick it on the back side of the first flap, because that way you can have a little bit of spacing, you know, some stuff in there, and it's going to fold pretty flat still. That's what I will do. So we're going to run a bead of tape down this side. Get that on there. And see if I can line it up the right way the first time. Line it up. Oh, there we go. Flap over. So it's going to flap this way. It's going to flap this way. I think that's good. And then I decided, because, you know, there's never enough flaps. I'm going to put 2 flaps here. Now, I've left a gap so you can see the paper in between. You don't have to. It's totally up to you. But, and you can make these however you want. I just happen to have had 2 pieces on my work desk that are cut off. So I just said, yep, those will make good flaps for there. So I'm going to flap those on. Now this one I am going to glue. It will be matted a bit, but I'm going to glue this one just because. All right. And let's line this up this morning properly. Right along the edge. Furnish it in. Excellent. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to glue this one as well. All right. Last side. Now you could put some decorative edging on these if you wanted to, however you want to, but I have decided to do something else. Okay, so that is going to be that. So what I've decided is we're going to cover these before I put them in the book. Sometimes I feel that just works out better for me, because then I make sure I get everything just right. So for the front flap here, I've got a mat here. I'm just going to mat the inside nice and plain. So we'll mat this one up. And then we'll do something different for the front of it. Got to remember not to get too crazy with the layering, because it's still got to maintain that spacing in the book. So that's why I was putting in my journal pages, just to kind of get a feel as to how much I can actually expand. This is the one time you don't want it to be alligator-ish, because then it won't close up into the box shape when you're done. So we're just going to get these ones in here, glue it on. All right, we'll just mat this baby up. Let's see. Perfect. And again, the links for all these papers are below, so you can follow along and do these, or just make your own designs. So for the front flap here, what I've done is I've cut a mat out. And then I thought that was a little plain. But in one of the kits that I've got, they've got these paper doll clowns. And I thought, well, those are kind of cute. How am I going to use those? So what I've done is I've taken a piece of acetate. It's 3/4 of the size here. And I've made a pocket so that we could just put our little clown paper dolls right in there. So all I did was 3/4 of the way around, and I cut a half circle out of the top here. Let's just put this in here, see if you can see it. Cut a half circle out of the top, stitched it all around so that it will go in here. And it's still keeping it fairly flat. So let's put it in and we'll test her out. Peel all this off. Make sure I'm actually hitting the garbage can when I'm peeling off my tape. All right. And we're definitely going to make sure we glue this one in. All right, and let's put it the right way. Let that down, burnish it on nicely. And then just going to slide our paper dolls in here. Now I'll cut these out better and decorate them and everything, but I just thought it's a smart little spot on the front flap there to put those. So then this side here, I wanted to create some flaps. So, because I had a whole bunch of those journaling cards. So I just cut out 4 flaps, the same width. Put them on here. And I'm just going to do a little waterfall down here for these. Yeah, which I think will be perfect. So, I'm just going to move that out of the way. I have cut the back side. It's just going to be plain. And the front, I just took these little plain cards, stitched them on to the front. And now we're just going to adhere all of these, and then we can attach our waterfall to the actual page. So let's tape and glue these guys in place here. All right. And we're definitely going to glue it. Get it centered on. All right, and then I'm just going to mat the back. So I'm going to do this 4 times, and then I'll be back. You don't need to see me peel and stick and all that, but I will do these, and then I will come back, and we will put them on the actual flap. All right, so I've got everything matted and taped up. We're going to create the waterfall on the front. Now I just decide which one I want to see first. I think I'll do this one as my top. So I'm just going to, I've got some tape on there, and I'm just going to put a bead of glue. I'm going to line the first one up, right up with the top here. And burnish it down. Okay. Then I'm going to take the bottom one and put it on. So I'm just going to line it up with the bottom so that I have it all in the right spot. Line that up, burnish it down. Okay, so that's the bottom one. Top one. Now we'll just space these out in the remaining slot. All right, I think that one will be good. Right about there. And then we'll put the last one in right about there. All right. Get it lined up. Oop, there we go. So I don't know what I'm going to do for these back spots. I'll probably just mat them with some scraps that are left over near the end. But there's my waterfall for the front here. And I may actually put another one in there later, but I'll see. So on the other side of this, I decided I was just going to put a thin pocket here. I think that'll work. And I just basically three-sided pocket, and I just cut a half circle out. So let's tape that up and put that in there. Since I have an awful lot of ephemera between these three kits and things, I just thought this might be a good pocket to have some of the bigger ones, because there was a couple of large tags in some of the kits, so I think this will be a perfect spot for those. All right, glue those in. And I want it to be on the outside, the flap going outwards, or not the flap, sorry, the pocket part. So I'm just going to line it up. All right, and have I got that lined up? Yep. Just going to burnish it in here. And then rub any excess off. So then I will have a side pocket here from some larger things. We've got our front pocket here, and we've got our front waterfall here. Oops, and there. So I think what we'll do is we'll end here today. These I'll decorate later when I'm getting near the end with the ephemera, but the next video will work on this, the inside part of that flap, and these two sections here. And then we will put it into the Lapbook and see how we are doing. So don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Follow the links below if you're looking for these paper packs. If you are looking for more ideas, you know, please subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of techniques on there for adding to your journals and your Lapbooks and things like that. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Have a great day.